everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Charlotte, your friend. Kindly subscribe if you haven't, and if you have subscribed, thank you so much. Please just stay tuned and watch the video. How I got mugged in JHB CBD and the streets of Soweto. So I'll start with the first one. I was staying in Soweto, right? I was 19 years old. I had just finished matric and I was in Johannesburg for the very first time. So when I grew up, I used to come visit in Pretoria, but I had never set my foot in Johannesburg. So the very first time it happened, I had a friend in Johannesburg CBD, and by the time I was studying and staying in Soweto. So Soweto was the very first place that I stayed in when I moved to Joburg. All right, I came to visit my friend here. My friend stays in Joburg CBD, fine. And then in the evening, later around 6 p.m., I decided that, you know what, it's time to go. Let me just go home, which is Soweto. Hey, did I not get mugged? It's not funny now that I think about it, like I'm pissed. All right, I leave the flat and then on my way to get a taxi, I realized that the taxi driver is looking at me. I'm waiting for a taxi. You know, there's a place there by KFC, North KFC. If you know Joburg, you'll know North KFC next to MTN Rank. If you're coming from Pretoria with a taxi, it usually drops you off at North KFC. Yeah, that's the place. I was standing there and I had my bag. There was a time when there was some bags that are trending. They didn't have a zip. They didn't have any button. They were just bags and you put it like this. Like it used to be nice, smart bag. So I had that with me. I think I had went to my friend for a weekend. So I was coming back, right, with that bag. It has my clothes as well as my wallet. Hey. All right, I'm standing there waiting for the taxi. I'm trying to catch local to take me to Bree so I can get taxis to Soweto. I'm stopping, but they're not stopping. Okay, I'm waiting there. Sometimes you are even mugged by fools, hey? People who are just learning. If you know nothing, they will just find you gullible and just mug you unnecessarily. So I'm standing there and then I noticed that the taxi driver starts swearing at the guy who's standing there next to me. And then that guy looked around and then he started running, right? And then I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe they know each other. This is not my business anyway. I found a taxi, local one, got inside the taxi. The first thing that you do in Joburg is to pay. In Joburg, you don't pay after. There's no trust element here. So when you get into the taxi, you pay. But at home, where I come from, when you get into the taxi, you can even travel to another town without paying. You pay when you get off. But in Joburg, things are different. You get there, you pay, then you continue with your ride. All right, then I'm taking out my wallet. I'm inside the taxi now. Wallet dololo. Where's my wallet? I am like, taxi driver, we were not even far foot. We were by the MTN Rank butcher. So it was just about to turn, going to Bree. I'm like, wait, driver. With my bad Zulu, I really had to just say that I want to get out. Got out of the taxi. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, it simply means that I forgot it where I'm coming from. Fast forward, went back to the flat. Friend, did you see my wallet? No, didn't see your wallet. We checked, nothing. But I knew that I took my wallet. You know when you are in denial that I didn't lose this. It made sense only later when I realized that I lost my wallet, when I thought of the guy that taxi driver was trying to say something, but it was already too late. The guy just took, and the guy was a hoboric, you know, a hobo. Man. It was so bad that I got marked by people that I always give 2 rands to, you know. Hi. Anyway, that's how I lost my wallet. That's my first mug. It was an amateur who mugged me, and I had to live with that. Okay, cool. Then I really had to make another plan because I didn't have transport money. So lesson number 1, you always have to keep money in different places. You cannot have all your money in one wallet, in one pocket. You will die. Yeah, then the second time around when I got mugged, this one, it's very hot. The very second time when I got mugged, I remember I was coming from work. So I was a little bit clever now. Like, hello, I know the city now. I've been around. So I was staying in Soweto still, but different place from this previous one. So I'm coming from work, and then from my way to work, I think it was towards Good Friday. Towards Good Friday. This could have been 2018, eh? Yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. I'm going to Limpopo the following day. So after work, I decided, let me pass by the salon, let me get my nails done. Okay, got to the salon. Oh, there was a friend of mine who was getting married. Yes, so we're going to, I don't know the year, but we're going to her wedding, excuse me, in Limpopo. I had my blue nails done. They were so beautiful. I remember I was left with around 20 rands in the wallet. Okay, fine. I finished doing my nails around past 7. Yeah, I'm not really a night rider. I really, I make sure that at 8 o'clock, I'm always indoors. Otherwise, I panic. I think maybe it's because of the previous experience, because when it gets dark, a lot can happen. Now, I'm on my way home. I walked very well. Like, now I know how to walk. The walk already, like, I know it's late, so I'm walking like ligin taman. I already know the drill. I've been around now. It's been a couple of years since I moved to Joburg. Fine. I'm now by the gate, opening a gate. You know those gates in Soweto where you have to insert your hand, then unlock from the inside. I don't know, you understand? So I have to put my hand inside, then I unlock with the lock, and there's what's this? Ganja lifemene. Sure. There's a lock and a what? There's a key and a what? That thing. Is it called pedal? Oh, hell no. Okay, yeah, that. Oh, okay, I think pedal is something else for the car. Ingiti, I think, in Zulu. What is it called in English? Okay, that thing. Oh, let me not even waste time trying to describe that thing. There is a lock and there's something that you put. A padlock. Okay, cut. Let's just leave it. So I'm unlocking there by the gate. How? People, it's not even dark. You know, towards Good Friday, it's still like you can still see throughout 7. It's not winter, man. People are still walking past the street, down, up. All right. Then a car went up, whip. All right. Then it didn't ring a bell. Then the car reversed, wah, and then it stopped. I don't know how the guy jumped out of that car, but he was already in front of me. The only thing that I remember hearing was tag, letty bag. Sure, and I remember I was wearing my red pants, the tracksuit, like I had my phone in my pocket, and I had my handbag. I'm coming from work, bruh. What's in the bag? Wait, let's start there. I had my Herbalife pills. I was trying to lose weight. I bought those pills for about, I think it was 500 rands. They were still full. Like, I had just recently bought those pills. I also had my empty lunch box and also a wallet with 20 rands inside. The change from the salon. My nails were 180. So I had 20 rands remaining. Right. Okay. Then when he said put everything down, I put my bag down. My bag had all those things, and I also had access card and my banking cards in the wallet. Fine, I put them down. Mugai, well, he left with the car. I'm still shocked, and I can see people. Okay, firstly, when he came, he pointed with a gun, but I was not even scared. I was just shocked. Then he left. Now, when he came back, the car reversed again. Hey, guys, you know when it's your day, it's your day. The car reversed again. Now, when they reversed, he's like, "Mamas, asidlale la, asidlale. Hey, we need your phone. We know that you have a phone." So I even today, I feel like the guys who were by the corner, they could have spied me. I'm coming back, and instead I'm struggling to unlock and stuff. So he's like, "I know you have a phone. Bring that phone before I kill you." Then he put that gun here. And then I happened to see the people walking around the street. And then they were, I remember, how do I even do this expression? This other old woman had her arms like this. She's like, so I could tell that people could see my death. Like, people just paused in the street. Nobody really cared to help me. He just said he needs a phone. He pointed me with the gun. The gun was cold. I felt it here on my forehead. And then I started trembling there. And then I couldn't do anything. I was in freeze mode. I just raised my hands like they do in the movies when you're pointed with a gun. I don't know why. But yeah, hell, I just raised my hands. And then he came, he searched my pocket. And then he took the phone and he left. Luckily, that phone had lived for about 3-4 years. Because I bought it with my NSFAS money when I was still studying. So, maybe it was good riddance. But the experience is traumatizing. So, immediately when that happened, I started screaming. Now, when he left, like, I could see my death in other people's eyes. They were looking at me. Like, you know when someone is not saying something, but you know what they're saying within, like inside. All right. I screamed, and then my mastende, she was a good person, sweet mama. She came running, and then she had a daughter, and then they both came running. They were like, "What's wrong? What's happening?" I'm like, and then they're hearing everything, and they're even commenting while they're inside that, "Hey, hi, I wonder who's being mad, gay, blah, blah, blah." So when they got about how, so they could hear everything happening, but people don't really take note of things that are not impacting them. I cried. I was so stressed. I could feel my death. Like I was like, could have, should have, what if? And then in my mind, I'm like, I should have just thrown my phone inside while I was still trying to unlock, but you wouldn't. Truth of the matter is, you wouldn't think of something like that. If it has never happened to you, it won't even cross your mind. So I'm like, okay, let it be. Then I went to buy a phone the following week, I think. I still went to Limpopo. So that trip to Limpopo really boosted me. It made me feel better. At home, it's peaceful. Like, sometimes when you are traumatized in Gauteng, you feel like, I don't want to be here anymore. I just want to go home. Yeah, and a break home is very good. You can go home and chill for a couple of days and then refresh your mind. You come back to that life of crime again. Whew. That was the second time I got mad. And then the other time was when I was sleeping and I was staying in Tembisa. People just came and then they stole my laptop. So I didn't get to see them. That's the funny part. Didn't get to see them. Only when I could sense, like, guys, don't ignore your sixth sense. If you feel unsafe, you are definitely unsafe. Just do the right thing. That's one thing. Lesson number 2, listen to your sixth sense. If you feel like there's trouble, I sense trouble, there's definitely trouble coming. If you are standing somewhere, move away, go somewhere else. So there, I could sense that something is awkward. It's not okay. I'm unsettled. I can't catch sleep. It's not okay. So I could hear them pulling. Now I was convinced that it's no longer just a rat. In Tembisa there are a lot of rats. There are a lot of rats. I've lived with those rats, and we are fine. So what? Sometimes you pull it with the tail and hit it. Yeah, I've done that. Okay, cool. Then I could hear they are reaching for the, what's this? The charger. Like it was like, I can hear now. And the wind is blowing. You know when the window is open and you're sleeping, you just know. And I was facing the other side. So I was so numb. So now when they were pulling that cord, I felt like now they are getting too close. And I don't remember. I don't even think I was dressed. I was sleeping. So I was worried that what if they are trying to reach me? Then I started screaming. I jumped off the bed. And then what I saw with my eyes was a guy's legs. They were being pulled by someone from outside. So I think those guys were 3. They were being pulled from outside, from the inside to the outside. So someone came, like the whole half body was within, it was inside, and they were trying to reach that. So that other one was pulling him back, that, hey, trouble, now let's go. Waking up, trying to unlock the door, that was already too late. They had already vamoosed. So I was like, I let it be. It was meant to be. So Johannesburg is not so good, hey? Johannesburg is bad. It's bad. So you always have to look after your things. If you're going downtown, you have to leave your valuables, things that are worth a couple of thousands, you know. Anything that is valuable to you, you have to leave it inside. You do not go around with anything. Because the other time I was also working in town and a group of people just came. People just came, and now they were going around recruiting everyone. You know, people, you are working in town, right? I think I want to fix my charging system, because I normally just avoid town at all costs. So if I like something, if someone is selling something and I know where it's found and it's town and they're selling it double the price, I will buy it from them. Definitely not. I will never go to town going to buy something, especially alone. You don't go to town alone. That is traumatic. It's traumatizing. They do see the weakness in people. Like, there are a lot of things that have happened. The other time I was going to my training, job training, in the morning, and then I was using my small phone to talk. I think I was talking to my cousin from Limpopo's on a phone. It's those damn, what are they called? Bena phone. Yeah, the Nokia, what's the old ones. I'm using it, and this guy starts looking at me like this. So okay, I've been in the game. Then now I knew what I was doing. I knew the right work. I knew the right things to wear. I knew the perfect look for town. So I'm looking at this guy and he's looking at me. And then I told the guy on the phone, I'm like, bruh, I think there's someone who something like that. Phone. And I'm saying that, and I'm looking at him. Then that guy, he got scared. So this thing works like the lion thing, wherein it can only attack when it sees fear. So if you're not fearful, if you're not afraid, they don't find you as a weak link. You are weak when you look scared. When you look scared, they can attack perfectly fine. So even if you don't have that much strength, but just show yourself that, hey, bruh, I can fuck you up now. Okay, sorry. You can always just save yourself by acting strong. You don't just walk. Because there are a group of people, there's a group of people that used to tell me that they used to go cross night at varsity, and the only way they survived walking up and down with laptops is looking like hobos, you know. Those hobos, like when you work in town, just walk like someone dressed nasty and walk like someone with no future. They will never follow you. They'll feel like you are one of them. So yeah, that's it. That's my experience of Joburg. You always have to be extra careful. Don't take your belongings, your wig, take it off. I'm not even gonna say cover it with a duke. Take your wig off. They will pull it off with a duke. They don't care. So thank you so much, so much for watching the video. If you liked it, show the thumb up. And if you haven't, please just subscribe. And we will meet again when I upload. Bye now.